Fast metabolism keep a nigga so slim. Always keep me out the gym. I be lazy sometimes, but now I gotta win. Stamina good, still going with the wind. See a nigga in the hood, say your next show is when. It's fame you would say, I'm fucking up the game. Punching bag treatment on they fucking big.
It's Famus. Here we go with another athletic breakdown. Andre Ward defeats Sergey Kovalev in the rematch last night. Goddamn. Is Andre Ward #1 pound for pound? That's what we all want to know. Is Andre Ward #1 pound for pound now? Excuse me right now, I'm driving. Andre Ward, last 2 fights, and not to throw shots at Loma, but Andre Ward, last 2 fights was tougher than Lomachenko's whole career. So how does HBO have Lomachenko over Andre Ward for #1 pound for pound position? Even though the #1 pound for pound position don't mean nothing, it's all designed, for opinion. It's all opinion. Just like these videos, they're all opinion. At the end of the day, everybody has their opinion. But how can you tell me, facing Kovalev twice, coming back from a knockdown, 1, that's adversity, and 2, going in there and actually TKOing him, stopping him, the guy who was knocking everybody out, the guy that had the 175 on tilt. How is Andre Ward last 2 fights not tougher than Lomachenko's whole career? That's how I personally feel, and I feel like that's the truth. Now that we got that out the way, pound for pound status, let's get this out the way. Andre Ward celebrates last night. I didn't see any interviews in any of the presses. I'm gonna listen to those and come back with some more words. I also gotta run inside the bank real quick, so I'll be right back. I don't even care how I look. Listen, it's early Sunday morning. I just woke up. I just went to the bank. Last night we had the extravaganza of Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev. Kovalev definitely still making excuses, talking about Andre Ward is son of judges, he got lucky. This guy is just not a genuine dude. Like most human beings, if they lose or if they feel like they had the edge before the fight and they're not genuine people, they always gonna make an excuse and say, well, you had the judges on your side or this, that, and the third. Man, Andre Ward was stating before this fight that he was gonna stop Sergey Kovalev. Am I right or wrong? So when he stops him, why was everyone surprised? Why was everyone surprised when Virgil Hunter said, don't be surprised if Andre Ward stops him? They knew it before it happened. These are the fighters, these are the trainers. So us as spectacles looking from the outside, we think we know everything, but they might have some inside news, some stuff that's in the camp that we don't know. And did they say they was talking a lot, they was revealing a lot? A lot of people was talking, saying that it's gonna be the same type of fight. It's nothing Andre Ward can do. Paulie Malignaggi said Andre Ward's not just gonna go in there and make adjustments. He's gonna do what he did the first fight, but he just might pick it up earlier, and that's exactly what he did. Shout out to Paulie Malignaggi. You always correct on your predictions. I don't know a prediction when you was wrong. You could have been wrong, but Paulie, you always correct. I respect you as a boxing aficionado because you've been in the ring, you know what's going on, you can see the fight as it's going. You was in the locker room with Virgil Hunter talking about the stoppage was the most weirdest stoppage you ever seen, that it could have kept going right in front of Virgil Hunter. So I know Paulie Malignaggi is not a dude that just talking to talk. He doesn't care. He's in Andre Ward's locker room getting interviewed. If I'm not mistaken, it was by Fight Hype, and he's like, yeah, that's the weirdest stoppage ever. It's not like Kovalev couldn't continue. I see later down, maybe a round or two, that he was going to get stopped. But at that split second, you know, he got stopped. And that was it. Point blank, period. Turn this bitch off. Turn this bitch off. You know I'm getting in shape. It's not enough. I was listening to my video. You know, take your seatbelt off. You know I was just getting in shape. So I put up a video last week, and I got a comment from somebody named Blackberry. This is exactly what he said. He was going in on how he thinks Stevenson is the man at 175, and neither Kovalev or Andre Ward could touch him. And he gave his reasons why. Okay, he think Adonis Stevenson. He said he think Adonis Stevenson is the king of the 175 division after he beat Fonfara. And he says he'll fight whoever Al Heyman puts in front of him. Cool. Basically saying Adonis Stevenson is the king of the throne, and he doesn't have to run back and forth and say, yo, Ward, I want to fight you. Yo, Kovalev, I want to fight you. I'm the king, you come see me. I got the WBC title in my possession. The Canadian, the 30-plus-year-old Adonis Stevenson. We're going to go to BoxRec as we speak and see where has Adonis Stevenson been. Adonis Stevenson, where were you when all this was going on? 29-1, Adonis Stevenson. One loss by knockout. 30 bouts, 80% KO ratio. 131 rounds under his belt. Oh, this dude. Of course, he's 39, about to be 40. He's a southpaw, he's 5'11", from Quebec, Canada. He was born in Haiti. So that's the rundown of Adonis Stevenson. His last fight, he stopped Andrew Fonfara. Before that, he stopped Thomas Williams Jr. Before that, he fought Thomas Carpensy, TKO him. Before that, he fought Saki Albika, and he won by unanimous decision. So, he beat Saki Albika in 2015, which was April 4th. So, 5 months go by, then he fight Tommy Carpensy. TKO him, stops him in Canada. All these fights at home. Mind you, he waits all the way from September till June of 2016. Where was Adonis Stevenson, the king of the light heavyweight division? Where was he? Adonis Stevenson is solid. He's solid, but what do you think he is? Is he Floyd Mayweather? Is he gonna stay sharp for long? Don't get it twisted. He looked excellent in his fight against Fonfara. I love the way he looked. I love southpaws. Those are my favorite fighters, southpaws. Just the way they use the left hand, the way they use the right jab, you know, the way they pivot, everything about a southpaw, I love. So I would ride with Adonis Stevenson. But Adonis Stevenson is 39 years old. And you mean to tell me in the last 5 years, no, last 4 years, you fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You fought 6 times in the last 4 years. Cool. Everybody talks about Andre Ward's absence, where he's been. He's very inactive. And now Ward's back. Ward had the schedule of, let's go to Andre Ward's BoxRec. He beat Edwin Rodriguez back in 2013. Okay. That's when the hiatus, he was gone for 2 years. He came back, he was going to move up to light heavyweight division. I think he fought Paul Smith at a catchweight of 172. TKO Paul Smith, who was 35-5. He TKOs him. Then, this is June 20th, 2015. Then Sullivan Barrera, he fights, which is undefeated at the time. He fights. He beats him. March 26, 2016. This is Andre Ward coming back. He took a year off from the first fight. Then he fights Alexander Brand right there in Oakland. He wins unanimous decision. Then he fights Sergey Kovalev. First fight was controversial. They came back. They did the rematch. Andre Ward stops him this time in Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. So, for 3 years, after the 3-year hiatus or 2-year hiatus, he fights 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights. That's coming back in 2015. Where was Adonis Stevenson then, the champion, in between those fights? Because Sergey Kovalev had all the belts. And where was Adonis Stevenson then? Why wasn't he fighting people like Joe Smith? Why wasn't he like 175 is stacked? Why was he fighting Cleverly? Why wasn't he fighting Chalumbas? Why wasn't he fighting these dudes? I want you to tell me your opinion. Where was Stevenson then? To me, Stevenson is 39 years old. He's still good. Andre Ward is 33 years old. Andre Ward, in a few fights, Andre Ward can retire. Adonis Stevenson is on his way out too as well. He's not fighting the stiffest competition. He's not fighting the best 2 competition. Fighting Kovalev 2 times is better than what Fonfara's been doing. Where's the names on the resume? Like, okay, you fought people in the past, but we talking about now. It matters what you did now. How can you say Adonis Stevenson is the king and he's not fighting anybody? These guys he fighting, he just run through them. You don't run through tough competition like that. It's only select few fighters. Andre Ward is special. So, Adonis Stevenson, you gotta step it up, man. If you want to fight Ward been said, where has Adonis Stevenson been? Kovalev been said, where has Adonis Stevenson been? I'm not saying it's Adonis Stevenson's fault, but we gotta look at it in all facts, all reality, all boxing. If that's the case, Adonis Stevenson needs to get in the ring with one of these guys. You can even face Kovalev. I don't even know what's Kovalev's next move, but you could possibly face Kovalev. Andre Ward is the champ. In order for him to come undisputed, he has to face Adonis Stevenson. Unless Adonis Stevenson faces his mandatory losers, then we'll never know who's the king of the division. All I know is Adonis Stevenson, he's been quiet. He's not the king of the division, not in my eyes. Much respect to Adonis Stevenson for being 39 years old, still pushing yourself to get in the ring, because I know at that time it's hard. I'm not even 30 yet, you understand what I'm saying? And I know some days it's hard for me to just even get up. So to be 39 years old, still pushing the ring, still be who you are, you know, I don't know how motivated you are. Now, if you motivated, if you wanted, and you knew Ward and Kovalev was gonna fight this whole time, these years, and you said, all right, let me just get one of these dudes. Or if you think Ward was the easier challenge for you, let's see it. Let's see it. Like, Andre Ward made a statement last night. He stopped the boogeyman. You know, Freddy Krueger, it's like catching Freddy Krueger from behind, and you got a knife to his throat. What you gonna do? You gonna cut as soon as you know, because he always equipped with something sharp. You have to take the sharpshooters out before you take out anything. So now 175 is no cakewalk. It's definitely not no cakewalk. You got a lot of up-and-coming dudes there. You got a lot of stiff competition fights. You got a lot of people who's going to test you. So Adonis Stevenson being the king of the 175-pound division, the light heavyweight division, I definitely don't think he's the king of it. You know, today is just a day where I got to handle some business. So I'm going to post my Rigging Down post up today, and I'm going to post this Adonis Stevenson versus Andre Ward, the king of the division, that can be the name of the fight. Let's start the promotion for it now. If you do want to see an undisputed champion, let's do it now, man. Let's not try to bash each other because we making videos and we disagreeing. Let's promote the fight. Let's get everybody talking about the fight so the fighters can make the fight actually happen. Then we're happy as customers and we can make reviews, and then we can talk about why this guy is the king of the division. Even when someone wins, sometimes they think they have to move up. Retain your title, fight a few more fights, and if you want to retire, retire. Ward is retire status. You know, Ward beat Kovalev twice. That's a harder schedule than most of these dudes out now. Most of these dudes, period, their whole resume. So put Andre Ward high on that pound for pound list. Slide Lomachenko down because he's not over Terrence Crawford. He's not over Ward. He's not over Spence. He's not over a couple fighters. He's not even over Canelo. Because you got 8 fights, 1 loss. Get that loss back. Beat Salido. And we'll see about calling you the top #1 pound for pound. You're definitely in the top 20. You're probably not in the top 10 just because people have more advantages over you. I don't know if this battery is dying or not, but Stevenson versus Ward, I want to see it for an undisputed champion. I'm all about undisputed. I want to see Crawford fight Ndongo to be undisputed. I want to see an undisputed heavyweight champion, and I also want to see an undisputed welterweight champion. I don't know how close that's going to be, but if you get the 140 division and Terrence Crawford moves up, it's going to be a problem for these welterweights because Terrence Crawford is the most skilled fighter in boxing right now. Best skills, and we're gonna see what he does at 147. I'm riding with Crawford over anyone in 147 pound division. Anyone. Skill set alone is gonna get it. Skills pay the bills and determination makes satisfaction. You heard? It's your guy Famus Athletics. Make sure you subscribe and get notified just by hitting the bell notification right next to the subscribe button. You can't miss it. It's a little bell. If you want to get notified, just like a text message coming to your phone, just hit the bell notification so you're going to get updated every time I drop a video. You know, if you like the video, please hit that thumbs up. And last but not least, we going back and forth. So what you got to do is let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's only one way out of here, and that's to fly out. Hope y'all have a good Sunday morning. This is the last video I'm doing for the day. I have a lot of stuff to do. I was working all day on videos yesterday, and today I need some time for myself. I need to get some stuff done. She got Famous, man.